Hi, I'm Donna, and welcome to my simple retirement journey. And if you're returning, I'm so glad to see you. If you're a new viewer, I hope you stick around and see what I'm up to. I brought along my two little friends here, my emotional support chickens. This one's Henny Penny, this one's Cluck Norris. And the reason they wanted to be in the video today is I'm talking about eggs. So I hope you bear with me as we discuss a meal I made a week or so ago. I've been going to a free seniors food drive. It's every other week. And a couple weeks ago, I got 2 dozen eggs, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with all those eggs. So I made a zucchini egg casserole. And I also added some sweet Italian sausage, onion, and garlic, and it was pretty good. And earlier that day, I made zucchini brownies. I love zucchini brownies. I usually find a recipe on Pinterest and use that. So anyways, the remainder of the video is going to be me showing you how I made this meal. And I'm still new to the YouTube community, and I don't know if anybody will like seeing me cook or not. So I decided to take a chance and post it and see what happens. So whatever you're having for dinner tonight, I hope it's as good as what I made last week. Bye! I'm down to my last dozen of eggs. I had 7, down to 1. And I've had these about a month now, and I read old eggs, if you put them in water and they float to the top, it means they're no good. And so far I've done 5. I hate to assume since the first one's good, they're all good. Now I also read if they're standing on an end, it means they're getting old. And I think we are probably at about this point. So today I'm going to make a kind of a quiche without the crust at the bottom. I'm going to use a dozen eggs, some shredded zucchini, sweet Italian sausage. I have some fresh garlic and onions, and I'll put some mozzarella cheese in it. So I know my eggs are good and I can get started cooking. I've got the sweet Italian sausage browning. This is Kroger brand. I like the Kroger sausage. So I'm letting that brown up. And over here, I have 3 zucchinis from my garden. Picked my first tomato. It's the only one I've got. This is some garlic. I'm going to use 2 cloves out of that. And a fresh onion. So I'm going to prepare all these and put them in with the sausage. Next, I grated my 3 little zucchinis, and it was just a little over 2 cups. And I sprinkled some salt on them. I'm going to let this sit in my sink for a few minutes. And adding salt to fresh zucchini helps it release some of its moisture. So I'm just going to let this sit while I cut up my onion, and then I will squash the liquid out of it. I've just added the onions, and I'm having a bit of a cry. These onions are causing the tears right now. They're happy tears, because I'm going to enjoy this meal in a little bit. So I'm going to let the onions simmer with the sausage a little bit. And then I'm going to add the zucchini. And I read somewhere along the way that browning, if you let your garlic get too brown or overcooked, it doesn't taste good. So I always add my garlic after I've browned my meals. And then when I put my eggs in, I'll add the garlic at the same time. So we'll still have the flavor and we'll have garlic that hasn't been overcooked. I have a garlic press, but cooking for one, I can use a knife just as quickly and I have less cleanup. And those little green specks on the cutting board, they're some of the zucchini, and since they're all veggies and they're all going into the same pot, I didn't clean the board in between using veggies. Now if I was cooking with meat, raw meat, I would do the vegetables first, clean the board, and then do the meat last. Gotta keep things sanitary. So I'm using fresh garlic and onions. I don't need too many spices. Let me see if I can grab it here. I decided to add some cumin. I'm not a big black pepper fan, but I do like the cumin. I'm gonna throw that in there for some spice. Next, I'm gonna scramble up my eggs and put them in the dish. Back to the eggs. These are organic eggs, and I have never seen orange yolks before, so I think this is pretty cool. I just thought I had to show them to you. 12 eggs are in the pan now, and I read you shouldn't put raw eggs in a really hot pan. So I turned the pan way down, probably too low. I'm kind of short, so it's hard to put the whole frying pan into the picture because it's pretty close. I am gradually stirring in the scrambled eggs. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to continue stirring and scrambling the eggs, and then I'm going to put this in a 9 by 13 pan, and I decided to add mozzarella cheese today. And I just remembered I have a little tomato, so I'm going to go ahead and chop the tomato up real quick, and I'm going to add it to this concoction. Okay, my dish is ready to go into the oven. I didn't have as much cheese as I thought I did, so whenever I eat leftovers, I will just add more cheese. That won't be a problem. In the oven it goes. Last time I made this, it took about 30 minutes to cook. And here's my zucchini cheese dinner. I forgot to turn the timer on, so it looks a little well done, but I'm sure it will be good. Thanks for watching. Bye. Earlier today I made some zucchini brownies, and as you can tell, I have eaten a few already. I use gluten-free flour, which I've never really baked with before. It came out pretty good. What else did I use? Oh, I bought some cacao powder. Oh my gosh, it's so much better than Hershey's. And what else? I used an egg and 2 cups of zucchini. So I have used up all except 1 zucchini for now. And I'm glad that I was able to put zucchini into 2 tasty dishes. Bon appetit!